Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today ICMB just filed an 8K, and I am seeing one detail that tells us a lot about their strategy. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company just announced a significant divestiture, and it hints at a shift in their investment focus. Investcorp Credit Management BDC Incorporated, or ICMB for short, which is a company involved in financial services and asset management, has filed a report about a recent business move. It is an 8K filing, which is basically a way for public companies to tell the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, about important events that happen suddenly. The most important date here is May 27, 2025. That is when the event we're talking about actually happened. Now, let's get to the juicy part. This filing is mostly about something called Regulation FD disclosure. This rule is in place to make sure that important news is shared with everyone at the same time, not just a select few. Okay, so what happened on May 27, 2026? Investcorp Credit Management BDC Incorporated, or the company as they call themselves here, sold off their entire stake in a company called WorkGenius Holdings Incorporated and WorkGenius LLC. They got about $10.3 million for it. Now, why is this interesting? This divestment is pretty significant for a company of ICMB's size. Their total market cap is around $17 million. Selling a position worth $10.3 million is a substantial chunk of their assets. It suggests they are looking to streamline their portfolio or perhaps reallocate capital. We've seen a lot of companies in this sector trimming down their less profitable or riskier investments. It is a defensive move in uncertain economic times, or it could be a strategic pivot to focus on areas they believe have more growth potential. This part tells us what kind of stocks this company has out there and where they trade. They have common stock par value $0.001 per S-share trading under the symbol ICMB on the NASDAQ Global Select Market. This is a pretty well-known stock exchange, so it means they are pretty established. This section is usually about attached documents like the actual financial numbers or other important papers. Here, they've included something called Exhibit 104. This is the cover page interactive data file. Essentially, it is a digital file that makes it easier for computers to read and process the important information on the cover page of this report. Think of it as a smart summary for machines. The report itself was signed off on the 2nd of June 2026. This is a few days after the event happened on May 27, which is pretty standard for filing these reports. And the person signing this report is Suhail A. Shaikh, who holds the title of President and Chief Executive Officer. It is always good to see the top brass signing off on these important corporate updates. Looking at this filing, the story is simple. ICMB is making a significant move to exit an investment. This wasn't a small change. It represents a considerable portion of their portfolio. In the context of their market cap, which is around $17 million, selling off $10.3 million worth of their stake in WorkGenius is a major event. This could free up capital for new investments, pay down debt, or simply de-risk the company's financial position. Given the recent news about their Q1 earnings missing expectations, this move might be aimed at improving their financial health and investor confidence. With the market cap sitting at $17 million and the stock trading around $1.18, this divestiture is a signal that management is actively managing the company's assets. The question is, what will they do with the cash? Will they reinvest in other promising areas like some of their institutional holders, such as Bulldog Investors, LLP, who hold a significant chunk of the company, might be hoping for, or will this be a move towards more conservative financial management? My biggest concern is understanding the long-term strategy behind this sale. Are they exiting a troubled asset, or is this a sign of broader portfolio changes? What I am actually looking for is a clear indication of where they plan to redeploy this capital to generate future growth and returns for shareholders. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check out the Discord in the description.